What's going on, everybody? It's Joshiebear. We are playing the Minecraft, and I am so excited to be playing Minecraft today. Hopefully, you all have had a wonderful week. We're back on the Torchcraft Vanilla server, and I've got to say, every time I log on, there is just something new that catches my eye. Right here at Casa del Joshiebear. Everyone has just been going crazy with the builds. Now, you're not going to notice a lot of huge changes, but there's a lot of subtle changes going on here at Casa del Joshiebear. And I want to show you one of them right now before we head downstairs, because it is right here upstairs as we walk in the door. Now, you remember over the last couple episodes, and I don't know if you actually heard it in the videos. I know I had trouble hearing it in the videos. I've turned my note blocks up a little bit so that way you might be able to hear this. But Lolly has made some modifications to what I'm calling the doorbell. Okay? See if you can recognize the song. Oh, it's not connected to that one, really? How do you like that? Lolly is really getting into the whole note block thing for some reason, and she's done it before, and she's really started to take a liking to it again, I guess. But that's our new doorbell. I know you guys recognize that song. Hopefully, it doesn't get me in trouble with the copyright police, but you know, it's fun to have. I can hear it all over the house, and I know when everybody's coming in. But before we actually get started in the episode, a few things to show you here, because everybody else has been busy, but I've also been busy trying to get everything moved into the new, I'm calling it the new base. Now, it's still in the same location, but before we had everything in this room over here. And as you can see, I've walled this place off. That's where our furnace used to be. And this stuff is still all there. But if we come... That's right. I finished moving all the storage downstairs. So no longer do we have to come in here for storage and go downstairs for storage. Next thing that'll go, it will probably be the enchanting area. That'll go downstairs. We're not going to do that in this episode, but we may do that in the next episode, or I might do that in between episodes, just depending on how creative I want to get with that. I have a few ideas for spots for that, but let's head downstairs and let's just take a look at some of the things that have happened since the last episode. We have got ourselves some new friends. This is Not Susan. Hello, Not Susan. How are you? And there's our dog. Still looking for a name for the dog. So if you've got ideas, please bring them my way. Lolly fixed the eyes on the derpy Joshiebear head, so now it does look like I'm drunk while playing Shattered. And then we've started to add in our chests on the other side. Now these are for blocks, like specialty blocks, like decorative blocks and stained clays and mob drops, things like that. Things that I don't necessarily want to run through our sorting system, which I've started to expand. As you can see, we do have one for obsidian, ender pearls, and iron blocks. Since we're going to have so many iron blocks now with the Iron Titan up and running, I felt it was a good idea to have a chest for iron blocks. We still do have the iron ingots because, you know, you've got to have a place to put those too. But that's what I've been doing here. Let's run over here. And what is this? This side up. Delivery for Joshiebear. Fragile. It must be Italian. Where's that from? Anyway, we have a gift. Somebody has delivered us a gift. I can't wait to see what's inside. Oh my God! Oh no! Oh, no way! No way! Oh, it's at Joshiebear Plays! He's been reincarnated! Oh, no way! Oh my God! Oh my God! I feel like a 9-year-old schoolgirl. We've got a ride at Joshiebear Plays. No way! Oh, wow! Yes! Yes! Oh, we have got to find you a good home here at Casa del Joshiebear. That is so awesome. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is the coolest thing I think I have ever. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. You guys are so awesome for getting me that. And I didn't want to start the episode this way, but oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are great. You guys are really great. Anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about. I'm going to ride this guy. But as you can see, we've added a little more to the sky. Lolly, I was telling Lolly I wanted to put a rainbow in, and she helped me out with that. Put the rainbow in. It looks really nice. Sandman actually came in and made some suggestions, and there were some changes. It originally sat on top of it, which I like the depth of it, but that's okay too. So it's gonna stay. And as you can see, we've got some horses over here too. Lolly's got her fleet of horses down here. We got Gary. And this one, this is Kevin, the French horse, or Le French horse. There's a story behind it. And then that's Lolly's guard horse. And you see we've moved the Metroid to the other side. And this is an interesting thing because Lolly and I actually had the same idea, independently. I was going to start moving sheep down in here and make an area. So like an arts and crafts area, so people could have wool and dyes and just kind of mess around with different ideas. And she had moved some sheep into my living room because I was telling her about that, and we figured out that we both had the same idea. So Lolly went ahead and made the arts and crafts area, which I'm really liking. We've got chests and we've got colored markers and scissors, and of course dye, shears. And hopes and dreams, which is actually gunpowder, and I think it's flint. But there's all kinds of stuff in there for people to build with. So yeah, definitely some awesome changes here. Some more note blocks. Maybe we'll play those at the end of the episode. But I really need to get moving here because we've actually got a lot of things going on today. We're going to be working in this area because, as the sign says, future site of sugarcane farm. Now, in the last episode, we did kind of a beautification project. This episode, we've got to get back to work and get some things installed in the base so that way our lives are easier. And we're going to put a sugarcane farm in today. Now, I'm going to use the Impulse slime block based. I think it's Impulse. It may be Tango Tech again. Mix the two guys up, but I'll verify that before we get building because I'm gonna have to look back over it to make sure that I'm gonna build it right. We're gonna use that design though as the template. It's really inexpensive piston wise and redstone wise. It uses a lot of slime blocks, but since we have the slime farm, which is really producing, that shouldn't be a problem, and we'll get to that here in a second. But the reason I'm going to put that there is because I'd like to be able to put the netherwort farm somewhere over in here, although I do have to watch out for our spider farm because we might get in the way. But eventually turning this into our kind of our brewing area. So that way we've got the sugarcane and all that good stuff over here. Netherwort in the netherwort farm, and then our brewing area over here. Don't know if I'm going to do a fully automated brewing system yet, but that's maybe something that I'm going to consider build-wise. But I do have some materials to collect and just to get things ready. But before that, I finally did something that I've been meaning to do probably, I think since like episode 2 or episode 3. And that is to officially enter the Prank Wars. And Shadow, his full name, Shadow Machine MC. We call him Shadow. You probably have heard me talk about Shadow a lot. Shadow's the one who came up with Prank Wars. And he was on earlier this evening. Had a little bit of time. So he officially welcomed me into the Prank Wars. And gave me a little help in my first prank. My first official prank in the Prank Wars. Take a look. All right, so if you've ever heard the saying, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, I'm kind of facing that right now. I need to have a little bit of fun, and Shadow happened to be on, the creator of the Prank Wars, and I thought that it might be time for him to officially get me introduced into this. And why can I not copy my banner? That's ridiculous. Oh well. I'll have to figure that out later. But So I think I was talking about in an episode prior to this that Sandman decided he was going to make me a banner with his super cheaty admin powers. But I do have a banner now, and we're meeting Shadow at spawn, so we can officially enter this prank war. So that way, I don't know, people are still going to prank me regardless. I don't know why I'm actually entering, but it feels more official this way. So as soon as I get to spawn here, ow. Stupid skeleton. Get out of here, skeleton. What are you doing? Alright, I know you guys have seen this building before, and I do... Wow. There's a donut. Yeah, we'll get to that later. But I do believe I told you that Shadow built the Prank Wars... I'm going to call it the Prank Wars Hall. The Hall of Prank Wars Participants. Wow, I can't even say it. And what are you doing? Witch! Burn him! Anyway. Wow. Everybody's got really cool banners. And the new guy has entered the prank war. Well, we'll focus on him later, but we've got to officially enter. So, there we go. And we've got to follow the rules. We've got to put our name. Right, I better do it like that. And then we are going to put on here, because you prank me anyway. And there we go. It's official, Shadow. Now I need you to stick around. Thanks. Because we need to perform our first prank as an official participant, if I could say that word. Well, I'm glad to be here. And you were saying that Lolly needs pranked, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So let's head over to Lolly's base and get this thing started. All right, I got the stuff. I am definitely ready. What color do you want? Brown. I didn't. Here's some just regular hardened clay. That'll work for like a light brown. I've also got some white. I got a little bit of green. All right. Let's give her a big red shoe, because I've got a lot of red. I'm just gonna... It's silent. It is a little bit. But I think because we've only got a little bit of time, we're so focused on getting a shoe built. I don't know if I did that right. Oh no, what? Oh no, what? Cactus. Where? Yeah, see if we can build around it. How's it look from down there? Did the extra colors make it look weird, or deformed lollipop? I think maybe. See here. Let me just see what shape. That's not too bad. I think once I get it back around that other side there. Oh, okay, there's the jump boost. I was like, where is the jump boost? So if you couldn't tell what we're doing, Shadow's working on my deformed shoe there, and I am adding some extra color to a lollipop. I know, not much of a prank, but it's a fun little build that you think she'll like it? Yeah, me too. So if anything, we just add to her base a little bit. Oh, wait, no. I should be doing... Let's try to round it off here at the top a little bit. It's like, maybe? See if we can get... We should be able to get this yellow out and around this cactus. Maybe? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna work great. At least round it off a little bit more. And without breaking the cactus. Alright, so for lollipop in my shoe, yes. That's right. Don't eat that lollipop. Not only is it made out of clay, but that cactus might hurt a little bit. Alright, we gotta leave a note, man. Here, I'm gonna give you some signs so you can... Oh, you got some. Sweet. Let's see what Shadow's gonna put. He's thinking very, very hard. I do that all the time, man. Let's see here. What should we put? A real lollipop in your shoe. Oh, I almost put shoe. There we go. Thanks for breaking me into the prank wars, man. You know what, Lolly? You've been doing so much building at my base and making it look really nice. I've really appreciated it because my builds, well, they're not the greatest, and you've really added a little bit of life to it. And I thought, you know what? I should return the favor, add my own mark at your base. It's your very own lollipop in a shoe. Yeah, I know. It's not the most epic prank on the planet, but, Shadow and I were working on some limited time, and we were trying to come up with an idea, and Shadow, it just came to him, and I was like, all right, let's do it. And here it is. Here's the result. Now, yeah, the lollipop's a little derpy. That's my fault. But I think it came out pretty well, considering that we really only had about 10 minutes to put this together, and the giant cactus. Well, let me show you this cactus here real quick. See if I can swing around. Look how high up in the air that cactus goes. And we were doing our best to work around it so that way we didn't break it. But Lolly, hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. Although it really kind of blocks you off from everything else in your barn. But enough of that. It's time for us to get back home and do some real work. It's so nice to come back home and have a familiar sight at your house. I have to admit, I am still pretty floored over this, and I don't know if you have your own channel, you do the Let's Plays and stuff, but I tend to record some things out of order, like maybe an intro, and then maybe some things, and then maybe something else, and then finish up the project, and then you edit it together to give some kind of chronological progression. The prank that we did on Lolly, we recorded before I did the intro, and now I feel kind of bad, because it turns out that Lolly is the person that gave us our familiar friend. So I feel a little bad for pranking her, but I figured that I could make up for it by returning that awesome gesture. Now, if you remember at the beginning of the episode, we had Not Susan over here, and which is the iron golem that just walks back and forth, chained to a fence post. It's happy. Don't worry. It's just an iron golem. They really don't have feelings, but I would imagine it's happy. Well, Not Susan is kind of there to remember Susan, who was also an iron golem, who lived here at Casa del Joshiebear. It was Lolly's pet iron golem, and for some reason, Susan skipped town, just up and left, and never to be seen again. Maybe we'll find Susan at some other point. But I figured that I could return the favor by doing something similar. So I've made a little box over here. And inside we have Susan. But that's not all, because Lolly lost someone in the apocalypse, just like I lost at Joshiebear Plays. In the same apocalypse. Now, she had a pet Enderman, Steve the Engineer. I don't have an Enderman, but I figured, you know what? She'll run into an Enderman someday that she can befriend and capture and call hers. So there you go, Lolly. That's how much that meant to me. That's really how much it meant to me. Of course, we've left her a little note to thank her, and we're not going to read that. That's for her eyes only, but I figured I would do something nice in return before we got to the gritty, grindy, boring work of making a sugarcane farm. So let me finish getting ready for that, and we'll get to work. Well, as you can see, I've already got started on our project here, the sugarcane farm. I've put most of the redstone components in place for the first level. I'll just walk you through it here real quickly. This is, I told you I would confirm it, this is the Impulse slime block sugarcane farm. It's supposed to be 100% lossless. I have built this one before, and it works pretty well, but the big mechanism here is a etho hopper clock. It runs on a stack plus 5 items, so anything stackable to 64 plus 5 is what the timer is here. What that does is send a signal out of the comparator that will reach 4 redstone, from that block, and that's what's going to trigger our torch invert on and off, and then this will tower up. But that's what's powering our pistons. What we have left to do, and just to show you on the other side, it's the same. But what we have to do yet is we have to put our sand. We're going to use sand, but we have to put sand in place. We have to put our wall around, and then this trench here is actually going to hold hoppers. Now, because we have an iron farm that is producing iron like it is, hoppers aren't a problem. I've already went ahead and cut down a bunch of wood, so that way if I need to make more, I can, but I've got almost a stack of hoppers in that chest over there. But basically, all you really have to do for this is you put your sand down here. 6, 7, 8. I think that's where we want to go with it, because I think each side is going to be 9. Yeah, and I think that's, if I do it right, that's how it lines up. Just the way that I've built it, that's how it lines up. Now, the original design calls for 12 each because you can use 12 slime blocks. We're only going to do this part of it, though. Let me grab my hoppers, and I'll kind of walk you through how this is going to work a little bit. I won't do all of this on camera, but we'll have hoppers coming through here, and then this will shoot around into a dropper or a dispenser of some sort, and then we'll use our super glitchy glass elevator to bring everything up. And I'm thinking that all of my storage chests will be over here in this area. I don't know how many chests I'm actually going to have, but there's no need for a sorting system or anything like that, so that's kind of good. But we've got to put our hoppers down before we can put our water down, so that way we can plant our sugarcane. So I'm going to go ahead and get on that, and after I get most of the first level done, I will bring it back and just show you how it looks in the end. As you can probably guess from the site in front of you, the first level of our sugarcane farm is completed. Of course, we would want to close this off at the top if it were only going to be one level. The plan is to have 3 levels. If I can fit a 4th level of this on there, I'm going to, just because it's so easy to put together. But there are some things that we have to remember when we are working with slime blocks. We have to surround the slime blocks in immovable objects when we close everything up. That's why we've got all the leaf blocks, and we've also got some furnaces back here, but those are really just covering up the hoppers at this point. But the leaf blocks will work just fine. In fact, if you go and check out Impulse's original video on this design, you'll see that that's what he used. I really like the look of that, and I've also added some more lime stained clay. This is the same kind of color that I used over there on the slime farm. They just seem to fit together, so that's what I've used to surround it. But the leaf blocks, all the green, really looks nice together, I think. And actually, we're going to get to see this harvest, I do believe. But again, I do have to put a 2nd level, a 3rd level, maybe a 4th level, and you see that? Wow, that's great. Great to see it's working. But I'm going to go ahead and do that, and before I do that, I'll just show you how easy it is to stack these things. Basically, all you do, and do I have any torches on? No, I don't. But basically, all you're going to do is a torch tower up on each side to power the next set of pistons, and then place your slime blocks around there. Now, the setup of the next levels is a little bit backwards from this one. You're still going to have your sugarcane on this level, but your water will actually go in behind it, which I've got to do that so that way I can actually place that water. But that's not a problem, and from the front, except for the bottom level, it's all going to look the same. But let me just show you this real quick. Just do that, and then we do this, and then we put that torch on top. We get of course we put our piston here, and it'll get powered there, and then our slime blocks all the way across. So I'll go ahead and do that on the other side just so you see that. But it comes through there, torch, block, and then torch. Easy enough, and then we can do that all the way up for as many levels as we want. So I've got to put in the 2nd level. Looks like I got to do a little bit of digging to get the 3rd level in. But once that is completed, we will come back and we will work on getting item transport and storage in place. Why is it that every time I go AFK at the squid farm, someone decides to prank me? Yep. Slime blocks and sand. If if I had to guess from the last point I cut to this point now, we're talking maybe 10 minutes time to get this second level up, and that includes me going and getting some ink sacks to dye some more glass, falling off once, getting some ladders so I could climb back up to the top and finish this out. Literally, that's all it took to get the second level up, and we still got one more level to go. That's how quickly this thing really goes together once you have everything at the bottom in place. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll be back. And there we have it, our 3-level sugarcane farm, powered by 6 sticky pistons, about a dozen redstone torches, and quite a few slime blocks. But everything's up, it's running, it looks like it's working okay. The only thing we have to do now is put in our item storage and transportation, and we're going to get our transportation in place first. I'm not going to do all of it on camera because you've seen me do it several times at this point. And, well, come on. How many times do you really want to see me do this? But there'll be a dispenser here, of course, and then we'll run our little timer that goes around here, and it'll all get spit down a stream, which will have packed ice under it. And then our glass elevator will be centered right here. We'll take it up, and that will be where we decide how it comes in. Still trying to decide how many chests I really need for this. I don't think I need a ton of them, but if we have enough storage, with as much as people keep this area loaded, they could fill up pretty quickly. So we want a little bit more than we think we need, but we don't need to go overboard with this. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that stuff in place, and we'll come back to recap. And with this scene right here, it's one more project in the books at Casa del Joshiebear. To your left, you can see I do have my storage in place. We've got, I do believe it's 60 single chests, it's 30 double chests of storage for our sugarcane farm. Yes, it looks a little messy right now, but it's set up this way for a reason. I actually want all of this stuff, other than the front of these chests, to be hidden away, so that way it's kind of like a flat wall, it kind of sticks out a little bit. It doesn't necessarily fit in with where this sets in, but that also gives me a little bit of room to make an access area to get back into where the dispenser is and see if anything goes wrong. So I think that'll work out fine. It'll probably go along the same lines. Color scheme wise as this. We also have some decoration to do up and around. I also have some extra room up there in case I want to expand. I don't think I'm going to need to expand at this point, though. It seems like it's producing pretty well, and this isn't everything that it's produced itself, but I would say about half of that is what the sugarcane farm has produced since the chests have been placed. Others, stuff that I picked up from breaking hoppers and moving hoppers, things like that. So it's producing very, very well. I couldn't be more pleased with this. If you want to see how to build this for yourself, incredibly easy build. Joshiebear can build it. You can build it. Go check out Impulse SV. That is the formal name. You might know him as Impulse. He's this YouTuber guy you might know. I don't know. He's played on some servers. Most recently, Hermitcraft. You might have heard of the guy, but he's got some good stuff out there. So go check out his channel. Look for his sugarcane farm. I will try to remember to leave a link in the description. But if I don't, sorry. But I've got to clean up a little bit and put some things away, and we'll wrap this thing up. Normally I would just end the episode right after we were done with the project, but I wanted to say a few things before we ended this episode, because this episode was more than just about building a sugarcane farm. We saw a lot of things happen, and we saw a lot of good things happen in this episode, and it really it kind of touched me a little bit, and just wanted to take the opportunity to say thanks to everyone for their support. Thanks to everyone for being so cool. I don't know how else to put it, because you guys are some of the coolest people I've met here recently. So those of you on the server watching, those of you who are just watching the video because you happen to stumble upon it, you guys are cool too. I appreciate it. But it's kind of given me a different outlook on how the Let's Play series should go, or maybe how Let's Play series should be, rather than, well, I can play Minecraft and I can build things, so I'm going to build the biggest thing I can and do the most complicated redstone ever, and I am awesome at Minecraft. We know that I'm not that great. You don't have to lie to me. I know how good I'm not. I know how good I am, but just saying. I think today's episode exemplifies what normal people who play this game go through. I mean, we all have this, well, maybe not all of us, but those of us who play and record us playing and put it out there for the world to see, we sometimes have visions of grandeur. We want to be the next Hermit Crafter, or the next Minecraft, or the next Etho, or somebody. It's, you know, you want to. I know I want to be. But for most of us, it's not that way. No, for most of us, it's this right here. We join a server that's full of people who have joined many other servers before and just not liked where they are, and then they finally found a group of people that they connect with and that can have fun with. And I think that's what the Let's Play experience is about. It's not necessarily, when you say Let's Play, it's a video genre. Let's Play means, hey, let's go play. And that's really kind of what this episode has shown me again about what this series could be and what I hoped it would be when I first started. So I want to thank all of you who are playing with me here on the server for being those people and for really embracing this whole thing and really getting involved in what started out as a solo project from some guy who sits in his bedroom at night, plays Minecraft, speaks into a microphone, and records it. So it's not me. It's you. It's definitely you who helped make this what it is. Maybe someday I'll be successful. Maybe. That day isn't today, and I know it. But I do have hope. And if I continue to have people around me like the rest of you, it's only a matter of time. Chop, 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 chop. Anyway, I'm Joshiebear. Please make sure if you like what's going on here, click that like button. Click it. Click it. Click it. Click, 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 click. Also, if you want to see more of what's going on, smash that subscribe button. Let you know when new videos are coming out, when YouTube isn't being well, YouTube. Let me F5 here a little bit. But a better way to find out exactly when I'm uploading videos and when I'm live streaming is to follow me at Joshiebear Plays. Follow me on Twitter at Joshiebear Plays. Also look me up on Twitch, Joshiebear Plays. I do a Sunday night live stream right now. Still up in the air about the future of the Sunday night live stream. I'm still going to be live streaming, but it may not be on Sunday nights anymore. I will, as soon as I know 100% for sure that I won't be doing that on Sunday nights, I will let you know. But be on the lookout for that. Sam and I also doing a co-op Let's Play, the Regrowth mod pack, having a lot of fun with that. We actually did a live stream. It would have been last Wednesday for me. So, go check those out, and also go check out the other videos that are going on to the channel. And I'm still pressing the wrong buttons, but I got to do this right. No, since I got my new friend here. I'm Joshiebear. I'll see you later.